Those picture shows is something that my grandpa used to say to describe movies. He'd always go, "Hey Chandler, you want to go see one of them picture shows?" I was like, "All right, Papa, let's go ahead and go." But I love movies. I've always loved movies. I have a passion for movies. And my favorite movie monologue is Samuel L. Jackson in the movie Pulp Fiction. And he says, there's this passage I got memorized, Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on both sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. This is me and my dad when we went to go see Dumb and Dumber 2. This is at our local movie theater in Midland. And this brings me to my 3 points. Point 1, the beginning. Point 2, there are so many different kinds of movies. And point 3, amazing worlds beyond your imagination. Now this is me with my cousins and one of my friends, Ethan Quaid. He's not in this class, unfortunately, even though he's a great speaker. Next one. The beginning. This is me with my dad about 2 weeks ago when we finally finished our football season. And my dad is one of my best friends. I think I gave a speech about him a few weeks ago about how much I like him and care for him. Me and my dad used to go to the movies when I was about 4 or 5 years old. That's where I developed my passion and love for movies. Now, I was 4 or 5, so we'd only see movies that were appropriate for me, like animated movies, like cartoons, and superhero movies. I remember our favorite movies that we went and saw were Spider-Man 3, which is kind of debatable nowadays, Superman Returns, which I still love, and the Hulk. Now, the Hulk was the most risky one, I would say, because I got home and I was terrified. I could not go to sleep because all I could think about was that green monster tearing everything up. So when I got home, my mom was frustrated with my dad for taking me to see a PG-13 movie. And that's kind of when we stopped going to the movies. And we kind of dropped off from there. And I learned a few years later that my dad didn't even enjoy going to those movies. He was just going because he wanted to spend time with me. And that was something I loved to do. He would always sit down on the couch and be like, you know what? Why would I spend $30 to go to the movies when I'm going to fall asleep anyway? When I can just sit here on my couch, rent it for $4, and fall asleep here at my house. Now, he said to me a few weeks ago that he does enjoy going to the movies nowadays. Me and him have gone to see Baywatch, Mission Impossible, and about a week ago we went and saw Bohemian Rhapsody, which is a great film. Now, this is me with the cousin that was in the last picture, and that's my cousin Andrew over there on the left. Now, my love for movies dates back to a couple years before this. I guess we were about 6 years old when this was taken. And we were all going to see a movie. I don't remember which movie, but anyways, point 1, that my passion for movies started with my father. Point 2, there's a movie for everyone. There are so many genres of movies, and you just have to find the right one for everybody. And my point 3 can be summed up in this quote by Robert Ebert. When a movie character is really working, we become that character. That's what movies offer. Escapism into the lives other than our own. I love movies. I would love to work in movies when I get older. And if it weren't for movies, I wouldn't be the person that I am today.